on alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led by a three-time Pro Bowler in his fifth season. It's Deshaun Watson. Watson on first down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So a good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And finding the tight end Hooper. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Chubb running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led by their rookie quarterback from the University of Texas. Here's Sam Ehlinger.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Ehlinger to throw on first down. And he fires one incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ehlinger's throw into the hands of Fan. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown in.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. 34 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, here's Ellinger. And the slant hauled in by Ruggs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And he's got it. Touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point try now for Vedvik. Well, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Cleveland offense making their way out. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a former Buckeye back home. It's Carlos Hyde. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Carlos Hyde. 27 yards. And the Texans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away from the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Watson off play action. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Smith to return it. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Room here to run. And all the way down to the 37. 76 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a first down carry by Bell, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7. The give is to Bell. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. On third down, here's Bell. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
No problem there on the extra point, and it is 28-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Watson now to throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's returnable now for Smith. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Le'Veon Bell saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Chubb will have the first down and much more. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 72 yards. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Gurley again here on first down. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 24. 97 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down. Ellinger. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
He's looking deep for Bell. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for Houston.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Working out of the shotgun is Ellinger. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now Ellinger. Touchdown! Nico Collins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A give. This is Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Watson's throw taken in by Landry.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Handoff comes to Chubb. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Rosas' kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. And this is on the defense. They're going to get the first. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns get a score closer. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. A 10-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
One play at a time. Here we go.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Here's Smith to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Bell. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, it's Ellinger. On the slant, it's Fant. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ellinger steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Ellinger. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked out by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done. And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance. I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, they set up the screen to Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Jarvis Landry from 8 yards out. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Rosas good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Bell sheds him off, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 144 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Carlos Hyde with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And the Browns getting set to go. This AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan, and these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the final stages of this ball game. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 2nd down, Felton. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st down, it's Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. To throw is Ellinger. He's looking deep for Bell. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for Houston.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Ellinger. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins there to make the grab. And the Texans are moving closer to the franchise's first ever appearance in a Super Bowl as they extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. To the air yet again. Watson. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Texans, they are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.